Hey guys, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley, and you guys already know when you see me with the braids, it is time to slay another wig from start to finish. This is a quick shot of what she looks like before I put her on. Okay, y'all, I caught a quick moment with my baby boo, my 3-year-old Dakota, when I was editing, and I don't know, I just had to leave it in. She is so sweet, and she's always giving me so much love. So I love that, and I love leaving these moments in here and there with you guys. I hope you guys are also enjoying the vlogs, but this is how I pretty much prep my hair under my wigs. I have a whole video of how I braided my hair. Literally this day I recorded how I braid my hair. I dyed my hair jet black, washed it and all that, and I filmed it all for you. So stay tuned for that video. It's all about my natural hair. This is what the wig looks like on straight off the bat. This is their Invisible Undetectable Skin Melt HD Lace Kinky Straight Yaki Human Hair Lace Wig. I hope I said all that right and not tongue twisted, but it is an asymmetrical bob. I love the texture because it mimics African American texture, and this is what it looks like as a side part, which is how it comes. I kind of wanted to see what it will look like as a center part, and I definitely felt like the side part gave more life. Again, this one is asymmetrical, so if you do switch it to the center part, I'm sure it'll mess up the cut. You may have to like recut it to, you know, be even on both sides. I didn't really pay attention to that, but that is just something to note. Before I went in with any heat, I did go ahead and add some heat protectant, and now I'm going in for a really hard press all around the lace. As I mentioned, this is yaki texture, so I wanted to make sure the wig looked like my hair pressed out. I didn't want it to look blow dried. I wanted it to look exactly like what my hair would look like pressed out, like yaki texture, but make it silk press. Now that we've pressed it out, it is time to cut off the excess lace. Now you guys know I've been doing something a little bit different on this channel where I go ahead and bond the wig down before I cut off the excess lace. This day I just wanted to do it how I normally do, especially because this is a closure wig. It just is easier that way. And then I'm going to go in with my ORS products. You guys know I've been on a kick with these. I accidentally picked up the wrong product. This was a cream styler, so luckily I was able to easily wipe it off. And then I'm going to go in with the, I believe it's called Grip It Gel. Of course, I'll have it linked in the description box. And I knew when I was putting it on, first I was like, I don't remember it being creamy. And I put it on, I'm like, this is not what I was looking for. That is for when your hair is, you know, you're trying to style the ends of your hair. So I'm going to pair that with a spray, just like I used to do with the Got to Be Glued. I have two spray options, and I went with, I don't remember the name. So, of course, it's linked in the description box. And then I'm going to blow dry it down to melt it into my hairline on a cool setting. As I mention all the time, I blow dry for a very long time. I like for it to be wet, then tacky, then dry, then like melted into my skin. So I'm here for a minute, just blow drying until I feel like it's gripped to my hairline as best as possible. Now we're bonded down. The wig is actually installed. Wasn't that super easy? Now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and style it. Now you guys know I already gave it a hard press all around the lace, but it wasn't giving structure. So I wanted to add a little bit of, or maybe a lot of, my wax stick, and I'm going to mold the hair how I want it and kind of give it a shape and structure, you know, how I want it. And I kind of like for it to go backwards in the front to kind of show off that hairline a little bit. If you don't like that, of course, just bring all the hair forward for a more sleek asymmetrical bob look. And then I wanted a little bit of baby hair, so I tweezed out on this side and did a little swoop. I did cut the swoop too short. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have cut it longer, but ultimately it did work out. I think on the other side, I'm going to do edges instead of baby hair. So on this side, I should have did the same thing. But again, I wasn't paying attention. I really didn't plan. I was just, you know, winging it. And this is just how it came out. For this side, I did use mousse. On the other side, I did use gel. I'll link both in the description box. And again, I didn't want to pull it out and like tweeze it or how do you say it, trim it down. I literally just wanted simple edges, and I think it came out good. So I'm going to just go ahead and put an elastic band on while I straighten out the rest of the hair, and then I'll be back for the curls. Now we're onto the curls. I don't know if you've seen in that last clip, but I kind of gave you a quick look at what it looks like straight. It looks absolutely beautiful without the curls, and if you really want to show off that straight sleek bob, you can definitely do that, you know, without adding any curls. I kind of went back to my roots, getting my hair done at the hair salon back in the days. It doesn't matter what hairstyle I was going for. It literally does not matter. The stylist always bumps your curls extra tight so that it can last to the next day, and that's kind of what I went for. Even though it's not even on both sides because it's asymmetrical, I still thought it looked good. I didn't think it looked funky or anything like that at all. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, if you don't like the asymmetrical with curls, you know, to each his own, leave it straight. I just added an extra step. Now I'm going to set it off with the powder. Now typically I would do concealer in the parting, and I definitely should have did that here. The concealer is a lot more opaque, and it would have brought the parting out and made it look more clean. And then I did powder in the hairline. I'll link the powder palette that I use in the description box. With this one, it's no particular color that I use. It just depends on the lace, if I have on makeup or not. And I kind of go in with a few different colors, mainly obviously the darkest 4 colors. And I come up with my own little mix. And then I like to set it. Okay guys, this is the wig, and this is what I came up with. Now I did feel like the ends weren't as blunt as I wanted it to be, so I decided, do I want to like cut them to make them more blunt? Do I want to leave them, or do I want to bump them? I started to bump them and I went crazy, and I actually like the look. I'm gonna let the curls fall in just a moment, but I'm just trying to let them set because I literally just did it. You guys know me, a lot of people when they have a side part, especially like a short wig, they'll bring all the hair forward, but for some reason I always like to push it back. I felt like the hairline didn't look as natural as I wanted, like straight off the bat. But as you guys can see, I did not pluck it, I did not tweeze it, I did not add the lace tip under the lace. I did nothing to it, and I still was able to, you know, finesse it and make it look like it's super plucked and super defined. And you guys seen, all I did was kind of sort of like, I wanted it to be edges, not baby hair, so I kind of wanted to just, instead of separating it and bringing it frontwards, I kind of just wanted to add some design to what was already a hairline so that you can definitely not see the hairline at all. And if you're really paying attention, you really don't see the hairline at all. So there's little parts right here I kind of gotta blend out the powder a little bit, but you know, that's easy to do. Also, I feel like I did a great job at making a closure wig look like a frontal. The closure literally stops like right here and right here. And the way I did it, it did make it look a little bit more like a frontal, which I love. Also, the parting, it wasn't perfect before, and it's still not perfect. I did add a little bit of powder. I think it would have looked better with concealer instead, because I kind of felt the concealer is more opaque to kind of, you know, make it look super defined and more like scalp. But that's just something that's about preference. Again, this one did come from WIGENCOUNTERS, and as you guys seen in the intro of the video, this is what their packaging looks like. As always, you guys know I've worked with this company quite a few times, and I do like their hair. Of course, the wig comes nicely packaged in a clear plastic, what do you call that, like a Ziploc, a long big Ziploc bag. They did give me some wig caps, and then they also gave me a few pieces of lace, a couple pieces of lace to kind of show you a comparison. I'll do that at the end. And then of course they include the info card with all the information on the wig you received. So on this one it does have like the order number, the address, and then it tells you information on the wig. So this one is 14 inches, natural black. This is an asymmetrical bob, if you can't already tell, obviously. So the 14 inches on this side, and this side maybe is like maybe a 12 inch, I would say. And then it's 150% density. It's a 5x5 closure wig. They did include baby hair around the perimeter, and then the lace was Swiss, which I did notice the lace did feel super soft and stretchy, but it's durable, so it's not the type of lace that's gonna like tear, you know, just for no reason. And again, I bumped it and curled it, but the way it's meant to be is straight. I believe this is a yaki texture, so when you look really close, it definitely mimics African American texture, and that's why I was nervous about the baby hair thing. So that's why I did edges instead of baby hair on this side. And then I also was nervous about how it would take heat, and it took heat pretty well. Like I had no complaints about it. It didn't seem strange or anything like that. So of course you can take a wide tooth comb and kind of bump it out. It may be weird to some people that I did do like a bump or a curl to an asymmetrical bob, but you guys know I just love to have fun and switch it up and do what feels good at that moment. And I feel like these curls are gonna drop really nicely, you know, over the day. I didn't use any holding spray or hairspray, so it's not like they're gonna just sit you know, bumped the entire time. Like, it'll take a curl well, but of course they're gonna, you know, naturally drop over time. So I love the way the wig came out. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Again, this one did come from Wig Encounters, and I'll have a link to it with all the details in the description box for you guys to check out. Hope you guys enjoy the holidays as I mentioned before. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Smooches!